Over the past 2 years, we've come together on multiple occasions and constellations in many venues to imagine our most desired future. We've considered strategies and actions for propelling Valparaiso University toward that future, and we've assembled a focused and an ambitious plan that's been enthusiastically embraced by our board of directors. Currently, many of you are laboring toward that future. We are working on and focusing our time and energy, our resources to advance this plan in substantive ways. 166 big ideas have been advanced from all corners of the university. Master planning for the future of our campus has begun today, and people have become very excited and are engaged in exciting conversations and energetic work that will ultimately bring this university to a new level of quality, accomplishment, and renown. And we should all be buoyed by the excellent level of thought and care that we together have given this effort, and to the level of energy and engagement, particularly of the faculty, in both imagining and implementing this most desired future. We're seeing strong performance from the team in enrollment management. For the current semester, our new students nearly doubled last year's. And for fall 2011, our total undergraduate applications are up 62% from this time last year. And our admits are up 41% from this time last year. We're excited about the prospects for a record class next fall. We have made spectacular progress on our institutional image and how Valparaiso University is conveyed through publications, the web, and through social media. The tireless and dedicated staff members in integrated marketing and communications have made an extraordinary leap in a very short period of time. And they demonstrate the important commitment to improving and refining our institutional brand through ongoing conversations with you. We are clearly headed in the right direction. We attract and we keep excellent faculty, dedicated staff, and many exceptionally fine students. There are thousands of donors and friends and alumni who think highly and fondly of us, who pray for us regularly, who send us prospective students, and who generally wish us success. And our graduates are doing remarkable things. Furthermore, Valpo is exceptionally well positioned for future success in a rapidly changing external environment. In curricular matters, our faculty members are more nimble and responsive to a rapidly changing external environment than many. Colleagues across disciplines generally support one another in these change efforts with high levels of collegial respect and encouragement, while maintaining the necessary and appropriate concern for academic quality and rigor. Valpo also actively engages in nearly every dimension of contemporary higher education, in undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral level degree programs, in traditional and adult learning, in live, online, and hybrid environments, in campus-based and satellite programs, in domestic and international education. We recruit students locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. Our recruitment strategies include traditional resident freshmen, commuters, transfers, and returning adults. Are all of these activities at the appropriate level of quality, sustainability, and rigor? Well, no, not yet. But Valpo possesses core capabilities in each of these dimensions, enabling us to be more nimble and potentially more successful in recruiting, retaining, and graduating students. We have excellent leadership and dedicated leadership in our board of directors, a board that gets stronger and more effective each year. Our endowment is healthy and it's headed in the right direction, thank God. And the board is bringing greater strength and oversight to its management. We've demonstrated that we can raise funds at record-breaking levels and deliver to donors what we've promised to them. Yet, in the midst of all this imagining and planning, with the reassurance that compared to many of our competitors, we're better positioned for the future, together we face many forces entirely beyond our control that threaten the fundamental principles of American higher education and the very heart of the Valpo experience. And I'd like to give you just a few examples. an economy that sputters with high unemployment and unsustainable levels of government spending. And this university depends greatly on government spending to support our students through scholarships. A volatile and angry electorate responding to an ideologically polarized political system, even as we face significant and very painful decisions about our nation's future. Accelerating global competition and interdependence that's going to drain jobs and resources and intellectual property from our country and make us economically vulnerable in ways that we have heretofore been unknown. Careerism among our undergraduate students, increasingly driven by escalating levels of indebtedness. And dazzling advances in technology that transform how people maintain relationships, how they communicate, how they learn, and are remaking the social, cultural, and economic order of things faster than we can understand. The enervation of living in a time when the future is uncertain and the present unpredictable will paralyze some institutions. Others are going to seize this in creative and innovative ways, seizing the potential of these times, and will develop new paradigms for achieving their missions and expanding their impact. Valparaiso University ought to fully embrace the opportunity that such times present, the opportunity to advance and ascend while others hunker down or retrench, the opportunity to collaborate and unite while others struggle with factions and infighting, the opportunity to bring greater clarity and focus to our work while others splinter and struggle to make sense of things. This is an extraordinary opportunity, a moment in the history of this university, unparalleled by any in the past, and together we can make the most of it. Three institutional drivers require our full attention: quality, value, and cost. Through our collective efforts, we must raise the quality of Valparaiso University. We must grow the value of the Valpo experience in the minds of students, parents, alumni, and donors, and we must do both while steadily lowering the cost. Now, one might view these dynamics, quality, value, and cost, as one views the various dynamics of sound on an equalizer. To produce the perfect sound, one tunes the various dynamics to get the right balance. And similarly, we must continually tune these three institutional dynamics, quality, value, and cost, to provide the perfect equilibrium for Valparaiso University to flourish. Now, of these three institutional dynamics, quality, value, and cost, the most important for us to attend to is quality. First and foremost, we must recruit and keep people of quality at Valparaiso University: faculty, students, administrators, and support staff. In addition to quality people, we must deliver excellent programs and services. We must determine where we are strong and where we are weak. And in those areas where we are weak, we must determine whether or not we can afford to bring those programs or services to a position of strength in their present construct, devise a different way to offer the program or service, or consider its discontinuance. This requires us to regularly evaluate what we are doing and how we're doing, and compare our performance both internally and with peer institutions. And alongside quality, the perceived value of what we offer at Valparaiso University brings better students and more families who are eager to be here and who are willing to pay a higher share of the cost of attendance than they do today. High value attracts donors who are willing to invest in projects, programs, and people that they believe are worthwhile. It's incumbent upon us then to leverage our institutional strengths and our distinctive capabilities that we've developed over time and not downplay them. These strengths and distinctive capabilities, along with institutional quality, are what increase the value of the university to students, alumni, and parents. Key portions of the strategic plan are designed to increase the university's value to these constituents. The third category is cost. At the outset of my remarks, again, I looked at three dimensions: quality, value, and lower cost. This last section focuses on that area, which we in the strategic plan call financial sustainability. Some argue that Valparaiso University education is worth more than we're charging currently. And this premise leads one to conclude that we should raise tuition to a level commensurate with institutions of similar worth. This thinking is aligned with the strategy of many second-tier institutions which, in the 1990s and 2000s, attempted to burnish reputation and standing by charging Ivy League prices. Research shows that for these institutions, the gap between published price and net tuition has widened significantly, and now many are faced with the perception that they're no longer affordable or accessible for the majority of prospective students. Valpo did not pursue this strategy, thankfully, focusing instead on a value strategy. And as a result, many parents and students believe that they're receiving an excellent education and overall experience for what they pay. And most of our students graduate with a level of debt comparable to national averages. The Board of Directors has affirmed that we should maintain this strategy, that we should work to increase the perceived quality and value of the Valpo experience, diversify and grow the sources of revenue that come into the institution, and lower costs without sacrificing quality. Doing so has the potential to greatly enhance our reputation and, using the lens of the marketing discipline, further build Valpo's brand. I can tell you with a smile on my face and joy in my heart that we're well positioned for all the challenges that are ahead of us. For our future success, let's commit to maintain the principles of openness, transparency, inclusive consultation, and broad-based participation that's generated an exciting vision and an ambitious set of goals and objectives. Our capacity to manage change together as friends and colleagues, and our complete trust in God to guide us in our deliberations and decision-making will enable us to do more than we ever thought possible. We will build an exciting future together, one which strengthens and builds upon the most important and enduring facets of the Valpo experience: our Lutheran character, our undergraduate residential culture, our grounding in a rigorous liberal arts education, which both informs and strengthens accomplished professional programs, and our commitment to learning through service. Now, as we work toward the future of the Valpo experience, let's honor these enduring commitments even as we strive to bring higher quality, greater value, and lower cost to our work. Let's implement every action and develop every plan with quality, value, and sustainability in mind. No doubt this effort is going to require us to change, and change can be difficult. It brings uncertainty. But if we commit to collaboration, mutual care and respect, openness and transparency, and attention to being inclusive, what will emerge from our work will not only be good for our students, but also will build a Valparaiso University that thrives long after our years of stewardship are done. Let this be our commitment to our students, to our alumni, to one another, but most importantly, let this be our commitment to God. As a humble offering for God's abundant mercy, for God's call to join here in community, and for all that God has entrusted to us. Thank you.